my door. You guys for just a second about my room. I classify my room as minimalist, that I know many people might not. Watch some of my other room tours. I have 2 more on my channel. Compared to all those rooms, I would say that this is the most minimalist, simple room. It's kind of relative to whatever you want it to be. So I started trying to figure out how I wanted to decorate my room. I started thinking, oh my goodness, well I want it to look like this. Or this. I realized that if I wanted it to look like any of that stuff, I'd have to buy all new furniture, which was going to be really expensive. Minimalism is save you money and more eco-friendly, which I just felt like getting rid of a bunch of furniture that I already had and spending a ton of money on new furniture just so I could make it look artsy was not a good idea. Use the furniture that I already had. It's furniture from when my grandparents used to live in their house, and most of it has been given to me. It's not necessarily what I originally had in mind. I'm very happy with my room. Get into it. You guys want to see it? The door doesn't stay shut very well. Like when you shut it, it kind of just flies. Magic. I'm moving the door with my hand. Stool right here in front of my door so that way I can keep the door open. I used to keep my printer on that stool when I was at my old house. Go in. I guess we'll start off with going to the left and then make clockwise. Without any natural lighting, my room looks red-orange. That thing, that terrible old thing. We have one curtain. The original plan was actually to get either white or black curtains, but she talked me into these, and honestly I'm really glad that she did. Silver, dusty, sparkly kind of color. This is my nightstand. I have a candle, a lamp, 3 bobby pins, and some headphones. These are just some graduation cards. My dad was going to throw away his graduation invitation. Well, no, we're not throwing that away. That was expensive. Little things are supposed to go on my sheets to keep my sheets from like sliding around. I have on there right now stay on there really well. My old glasses, I can still wear them. Like, yeah, I can still see out of them. The brochure for the college I'm going to. 2 composition notebooks. These are on this one so that I would know that it was less used. But this notebook right here has been through everything. This notebook is filled with writing. I wrote a book when I was in the 8th grade. This Being Boozled challenge thing. I want to do this with a friend one day, but I haven't gotten around to it. My old contacts. I used to have contacts. My prescription's changed so much since then. I have this nice purple rug beside my bed rug that I was going to take back to the storage building, this little piece of furniture, and I decided to leave it in here and use it kind of like as storage. Like this. I have those little baskets that are flipped sideways. That is a package that needs shipped out. On top of there, my graduation pictures. I have my lens cap and Glade, but this one needs some help. It needs to be reorganized. I'm going to get my initials monogrammed on this. I won this at prom and I never got around to it. A lot of other things. I have the tape for whenever I ship things out. There's a lot of desk supplies in here, but I feel like I can't really get rid of them because I use them during the school year. In here, I just have some notes, some glue, some shoestrings, and then just some random stuff. I have some hair ties right here. My computer case, that's pretty rare that I can find to stick it. Yellow cord right there. That goes to the lamp. I keep things unplugged when I don't use them. The lamp is really just there for decoration. Coming around right by my nightstand, I have my bed right here. It's got a body pillow that I had at my grandma's house. Go back there, and 2 stuffed animals. There is a monkey and an elephant. This bed, Dad's boss gave it to him. This comforter on it right now. This was in my old house too. I had it on the flowery side in my other house. I'm going to get a dark gray comforter. Like this purple gives it a nice pop of color, but it's not super bright. This was not over here for a while. I added this whenever I needed some more storage space. I had this in my house at my grandmother's house. Right here I have graduation cards. This is from someone that I go to 4-H with named Hannah. This was like the sweetest card that I got. I've never used this as a nightstand. I always put my phone and everything on that side. So I have a green bag that if I needed to I could give somebody a present in. My nail polish, all my nail polish fits in here. I have 6 candles, small bag of jewelry. It kind of has some Christmas jewelry in it, and then these are all my bracelets. The little second shelf has some tissue paper. Down on this bottom shelf, things get kind of hectic. It's a case that didn't fit my aunt's phone. Selling this stuff. This is a cord that goes from the HP printer to a computer. Callista got me this Vaseline set and planner that Callista got me. This corner shelf, I've actually had this corner shelf for so long. A diploma, a rubber ducky that my grandma got me for my high school graduation. This rainbow multi-print stuffed animal bear. I've had this thing forever. I had surgery when I was 18 months old and I don't remember any of it, but apparently this is the teddy bear that someone got me when I had surgery. That's what I've been told, at least. I'm not really sure. Shelf, I have a cross that my 5th grade teacher, Miss Drummond, gave one to the whole class. And I have this diffuser that my grandma got me as a housewarming gift. I just threw away the box today. Tissues, Kleenex, things that I never use. I really should. Bottom, I have some 3-pound weights. I occasionally work out. The Places You'll Go, which was a graduation gift. I have a little notebook and I have an umbrella. Scooting around really goes on top of the desk I have my computer on. Hey, it might be mounted to the wall. What I want to get is some of those things to hide these cords. Things I don't use. As I was talking about earlier, I unplugged my dish Joey, which is what I have in my room because I don't use it. Also, that door right there is to my closet. There is to my bathroom. This little drawer organizer-y thing was $5. Goal kind of includes just putting maybe some paper in the front so that you can't really see what's in it. I mainly have palettes. Well, I have bobby pins, a few brushes, my clear retainers. I think that these are called Essex retainers. I have some headphones. This is all makeup. We have very little foundation, eyeshadow, mascara, and eyeliner. 2, 3, 4 blushes. The remaining parts of my Bath & Body Works Germex, most of these are like over halfway empty. Use them up. I don't want to get any more until they're all gone. 2 little holders. And then I have all my lip product, 3 powders. Here I have my body mist. Right here I have 9 lotions to use up. Where things get kind of unorganized, I have all of my makeup brushes. They are in a Q-tip little container. To get them off of the top here because I could not stand looking at them anymore. I have sunglasses. This is my Pandora bracelet. It's still in the Pandora box. Every time I wear it, I just put it back in here. 2 contacts cases. Again, I don't wear contacts, but I still haven't gotten around to getting rid of them. What my last Pandora charm came in, and I only had a few Q-tips left, so I just put them very last of some Justin Bieber perfume. And when I say very last, I mean like there's barely a contact solution. I need to probably throw this away. There's some makeup in there, but this is like my second string of makeup. My first string is in my bathroom, and it's all the makeup that I use on a daily basis. And then in here is like my second choices of makeup. In the back, I have clippers, files, got very much at all in it. I gave up my desk that had 6, 7 drawers in it. I definitely had to figure out what I was going to do with all that stuff. I got rid of a lot of it, but I had a lot of papers that were important to me, so I found this thing that I had used to make my research paper back in the 9th grade, and I got it out and I put all of my important papers in here. About 3 years ago, my dad told me that we were going to be moving into this house soon, so I got all excited. Setback, so we didn't end up moving into it, but at that time I wanted my room green and pink. This purple rug, because I liked purple at that time too. Putting this somewhere in my room, I can't find a spot that I like it. Green curtain and a pink curtain. I was going to have mismatched curtains. Green desk lamp that I got for Christmas. I throw them away. I feel like that's a giant waste of money. Notebook all the time. I keep up with my finances and stuff in here. I have some pens in here. I have some highlighters, any staple SD cards. I have some notes from some video. My notepad here. I work very hard at keeping my desk as cleaned off. There's always on it. I like to keep it in the middle or over here on the side. I have my retainer, and then right now my phone. Over to the right, I have my trash printer. This printer will print but not scan, and there's actually something wrong with it right now. It's always giving me this blue face of death. This one scans but won't print. I need a new printer to get rid of these two. I can't get rid of them because I need both scanning and printing functions, but I also can't really afford a new printer. Binder of just paper on this side. All I have is some normal printer paper and some photo paper. Get to the door again. I really hoped that you guys liked seeing my room. The thing about my room and this entire house is that it's a product that my dad and I created. My dad, as we were doing it, and I kept asking him like, how do you know what you're doing? And he never directly answered, and I'm gluing the floor down, and I was like, how do you know how you're doing all this? And he was like, honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going with it. Painting it, I was so upset with how it looked because the wood wasn't just perfect. Like there were kind of like chips in the wood and etc. We moved into it and we got all of our stuff in it. I was super happy with it. Like it took so much work and so much effort. It was like a 1.5 year project. Time and money was donated toward it that you can't really be upset by the small little imperfections. I'm really happy. And